Nobody invented QR codes for you. Not for menus, not for payments, not for phones. They were invented for car parts. And once you understand that, the entire story suddenly makes sense. Here's the bold claim. QR codes didn't become popular because technology advanced. They became popular because a Japanese factory was drowning in chaos, and the solution they created escaped into the world. Most people think QR codes were invented for smartphones. That feels obvious. You scan them with your phone. They open websites. They feel modern. That belief is wrong. QR codes are older than smartphones, older than app stores, older than mobile internet. So why do they feel like they suddenly appeared everywhere? That's the mystery. Let's start with the wrong answer. People think QR codes are just upgraded barcodes. More squares, more data, same idea. That explanation sounds right, and it hides the real story. Because this invention didn't start in tech. It started in manufacturing, specifically a Japanese auto parts company in the 1990s. Picture this: a factory floor in Japan, car parts moving non-stop, engines, bolts, panels, components, thousands of parts, hundreds of variations, zero room for mistakes. If one part is mislabeled, an entire production line stops. That's money. That's reputation. That's failure. At the time, factories used barcodes, and barcodes were a problem. They stored very little information. They had to be scanned perfectly. They failed if scratched or dirty. They slowed everything down. For a factory obsessed with efficiency, barcodes were the bottleneck. So a team of engineers at Denso Wave, a subsidiary of Toyota, were given a mission: not to invent something cool, not to invent something new, just this: make tracking parts faster and make it impossible to mess up. Here's where it gets strange. They didn't try to improve barcodes. They questioned the entire idea. They asked, what if information didn't live in a line? That question changed everything. Instead of storing data in one direction, they stored it in two. Up, down, left, right. A grid. That's the birth of the QR code. QR stands for quick response, because speed was the only thing that mattered. Not beauty, not branding, not consumers, speed. So what exactly is a QR code? A QR code is a two-dimensional data container. It stores information across a square grid instead of a single line. That allows it to hold hundreds of times more data than a barcode. And more importantly, it can be read instantly, from any angle. This is where factories fell in love. Workers didn't need to align scanners. Machines didn't need precision. The code could be scanned sideways, upside down, partially damaged. It just worked. Here's a crucial detail most people don't know. QR codes are designed to survive damage. Up to 30% of the code can be destroyed, and it still works. That wasn't accidental. Factory floors are messy. Oil, dust, scratches. The code had to survive reality. Myth number 1 busted. QR codes aren't fragile. They were designed for harsh environments. Those 3 big squares in the corners, they're not decoration. They're positioning markers. They instantly tell the scanner, this is a QR code. This is its orientation. This is how to read it. No guessing. No delay. Inside Japanese factories, QR codes exploded. They tracked parts. They tracked errors. They tracked speed. They solved the problem perfectly. And then they stopped, because QR codes had a limitation. They needed scanners. Special scanners. And outside factories, nobody had them. So QR codes stayed invisible. For years. Here's myth number 2. QR codes failed before smartphones. They didn't fail. They just stayed in their lane. Factories loved them. Consumers didn't need them, yet. Then, something accidental happened. Phones got cameras. Not amazing ones, but good enough. And suddenly, the scanner moved from the factory floor into your pocket. QR codes didn't change. Phones did. At first, nobody cared. Scanning felt awkward. Why scan a square when you could type a website? So again, QR codes waited. Then the world changed. Suddenly, touching things felt risky. Menus felt dangerous. Cash felt suspicious. Shared surfaces became a problem, and QR codes made sense overnight. Not because they were cool, but because they were contactless. Restaurants didn't adopt QR codes because they loved them. They adopted them because they needed them. And once they were everywhere, people learned how powerful they really were. Here's myth number 3. QR codes spread because of smartphones. No, they spread because friction became the enemy. No typing, no touching, no talking. Just scan. Now they're everywhere. Menus, payments, tickets, logins, Wi-Fi passwords. All because of a solution built for tracking car parts. Here's the hidden mechanism. A QR code doesn't point to data. It is the data. It can store text, links, commands, credentials. The square doesn't look powerful, but it is. And that's why QR codes are dangerous too. They don't show intent. You trust first, then you discover what they do. That's the trade-off. Final reveal. QR codes succeeded because they were never meant to be seen. They were meant to disappear into systems, to quietly connect physical objects to digital instructions. Factories first, the world later. Once you see this, QR codes stop feeling modern. They feel inevitable, a factory solution that escaped into everyday life. And that changes everything, because the most powerful inventions are often built for boring problems in places nobody is watching. Once you notice how factory inventions quietly become everyday tools, you'll start seeing hidden history everywhere, waiting to be scanned.